Hey guys, Ivan here, and the word is out about Flex Lois. He's not doing the Mr. Olympia 2021. So we were all wondering, is he gonna do it? Is he not gonna do it? But at 13 weeks out, we would probably know something that he started his prep or anything. But no, there was nothing, radio silence. The last time he said something about what his plans are was last year, when he decided not to do the Mr. Olympia because his shoulders and his elbows and his knees, I believe, were hurting and aching, and he had some issues for a long time. So he decided to go and have some stem cell treatment, a surgery, I believe, as well. And he decided to properly recover and then do the Mr. Olympia 2021. That was the plan. But apparently he changed his plans twice now, so he pulled out of two Mr. Olympias. So anyways, let me show you what he has to say about it. It's a short version. If you want to watch the whole version, go to his YouTube channel and watch the whole video. I'm going to show you right here very quickly what he had to say, the most important parts.
It's December of 2020, ended up going to Colombia, Medellin, where I done a variety of different areas of stem cells, shoulders, elbows, knees. I was told to take up to 4 months off training completely. Speeding it up to this day, I am probably the best I felt in a number of years. My shoulders are the best they've been in a decade. I feel really good. So now this year has come. We moved from one side of the country to the next. We managed to open up this fantastic facility. And that is in no shape or form the excuse of why I'm not competing. I've heard is the main topic of conversation as to why I'm not competing this year and why I've had to pull out of the Olympia is my coach of 20 years, Neil Hill, is not going to be here, which couldn't be further from the truth. I have competed 3/4 of my life with Neil being in the UK, and he'd come in 2 weeks before the show. So that rumour right there has to be cancelled. It has nothing to do with why I'm not stepping on stage this year. The main reason, which I didn't really want to get into, is myself and my wife are trying for another kid. I'm not retiring, and there's still so much burning desire and ambition for me to fulfill my bodybuilding goals and dreams. And God willing, injury free, I will be on that Olympia stage next year.
So you heard it. I mean, the surgery, the stem cell treatment and the injuries or anything like that, that's not a problem. He's healthy, he feels great. And apparently there was a rumor that the reason he's not competing is because Neil Hill, his coach, is not here, not in the US with him. I personally didn't even hear about that rumor, but it doesn't really matter. Right now we know what is the reason him and his wife are gonna try for another child. Of course, he wasn't comfortable talking about this because it is very private, but a lot of people would be wondering and asking why he's not competing, and he didn't want to give us a fake reason. He told us exactly why. So now, at least we know he's not gonna be competing, and the reason is him wanting another child, and he's gonna try it, but he's not retired. He's gonna compete next year. So it's gonna be a third year that he's promising to compete. So this is kind of starting to look a little bit like Kai Green story. Hopefully he's not lying, hopefully his reasons are legit. Hopefully he will actually compete next year, but I'm losing my optimism for this to happen. He does say that he has still a lot of fire and that he wants to fulfill some of his bodybuilding dreams and goals, such as competing in the Open Mr. Olympia. As you guys remember, in 2012, he was beating Hadi Choopan, who is now one of the most dangerous competitors who might very well win the Mr. Olympia this year. So Flex Lewis is on that level. He was better than Hadi. Sure, Hadi was a little bit smaller back then, but Flex Wheeler would also be bigger at the Mr. Olympia in the Open because he was known for not even training in the off-season because he just had so much trouble cutting the weight down. He didn't want to grow anymore, and he would grow actually so easily. So he would just, grow into the show and show up in 212 and, win, dominate. So if he actually had the room to grow, go full off-season, full-blown mode, how much would he grow and what would that look like? That would be, I'm sure that would be something impressive, and that very well might even win the Mr. Olympia in the Open. I mean, Hadi was third and fourth, but he was nowhere near his Vancouver Pro Show best edition. So if Hadi is in conversation for winning the Mr. Olympia, why Flex Wheeler, who was able to beat Hadi in 212, can't be in the same conversation for winning the Mr. Olympia in the Open? I think he could do that. I just hope he'll actually pull it together and actually decide and give it 100% and do it finally. Though Mr. Olympia 2022 is a little bit too far away. If you guys have been wondering, will you see Flex Lewis with the Mr. Olympia 2021? Now you have your answer. Flex Lewis will not be competing this year. He is not retired, though. He will be competing, as he says, next year. So let's wait and see what happens until the next year. But this year, no Flex Lewis, unfortunately. Very unfortunately. Very bad news. But again, guys, it will be a little bit too much. A lot of great bodybuilders will grace the stage this year at Arnold's, at Mr. Olympia. So we're gonna have a lot of fun watching those guys. We don't really need Flex Lewis. I mean, it will be a great addition, but it's not really necessary. We don't need somebody to save the show, not this year. This year is gonna be a great Mr. Olympia and great Arnold Classic. It's gonna be a good year for bodybuilding, regardless. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Tell me what do you think about this Flex Lewis not competing in the comment section down below. Like this video and also subscribe for more bodybuilding news and all kinds of bodybuilding videos. All the best, guys, and bye-bye.